Welcome back to Beards on Gaming. How are you today, Mark?
Exhausted. How are you, David?
Actually exhausted.
Awesome.
Today,
This is the perfect time to do our video.
today we're reviewing Venom.
Oh, man, this is fun.
Yeah, and we're also doing a first impressions. Thank you. First impressions of Assassin's Creed Oddities.
Dave, we're a bit too far into this to reset again.
I'm not going to reset.
Okay. We do this all in one take, people.
So how'd you like Venom?
Oh, man, it was super stupid and awful. It was awesome.
It was the best bad movie I've seen in a long time.
So if you've been reading reviews for this movie, I don't want to say that.
Okay.
I'd say if you're like most people go see movies and you go on, say, Rotten Tomatoes or something, you're going to see something and you look at Venom specifically, you're going to see something notable, and that it currently has a 32% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes and 89% audience score.
Yes.
This is a very poorly, I don't want to say poorly made, but a very oddly directed movie with a lot of wrong about it. But it is so fun.
Yes.
That you know what? This is actually a joy to sit through.
This
unlike puppets.
Every time Venom's not on the screen, you should just be saying,
"Where's Venom?" No, seriously, anything that involves Tom Hardy and or Venom, so Tom Hardy,
yeah,
because he did both, is excellent.
Involves them together.
Together,
yeah,
together. Him as Venom and him being Eddie Brock / Venom, is fun. It's super fun, but everything around them is not.
That being said, I did not like the beginning of the movie. It's very slow.
It's incredibly slow,
and it just takes forever to get to where you want. You want Venom.
I want Venom. I want to see this stupid slime boy stick his tongue out of his mouth.
But they took a whole new direction with Venom than they normally take. Venom's usually like a monster,
an actual like unredeemable fucking monster who eats people. Yeah,
this guy is actually like a lot of fun. Venom is a nerd.
Venom's a fucking loser.
Yeah, he's a dork.
Yeah.
Venom plays the part of his gay best friend in this.
Oh, come on! You're like attached to this, and I
thought
it's like get him.
Think Hades from Disney Hercules if he was a good guy that constantly followed Herc around, just commenting on bullshit that he did, and that's what you have. That is what Venom is.
I think.
Please, he's a guy.
I think you're stretching the metaphor a bit too far.
I don't think I am.
It really is fun. The absolute best parts of this movie are.
I'm trying not to say any of the lines because the lines make this movie.
Yes, and we're not alone in this. I don't want to say it was a packed theater, but it was pretty solidly full.
Yeah,
and basically there was a good few lines that every single person burst out laughing.
Oh yeah,
for the exact same reason we did.
You feel like genuinely like connected to these two characters. Like, yeah, I kind of want to see where this goes. I'm kind of liking Venom.
Now, granted, the actual because it starts off that Venom is effectively a monster, more like an animal. He's literally shouting food. And
if you don't understand how symbiotes act and how they work, you're going to have a bit of like whiplash of how Venom's personality changes.
Yeah, it's very it seems very sudden to an outside looker how he goes from basically nothing but just this animal inside Eddie Brock saying I need food now to okay, can't wait to have my aliens over here, we're going to take over the planet and that's going to be awesome, to you're all right.
Then
within the span of one
symbiotes change based on who they have a good bond with.
And so in this case, he's bonded with Eddie Brock, who's kind of an underdog loser type.
So he's going to still be Venom, but a lot of his personality and views are going to be molded by what Eddie is.
Yes. So that's, and if that's what they're going to do, they did that in this movie well. They didn't establish that well enough, I don't think. They did not. No. So if that came up with more explanation,
I was okay because I'm just like, oh, okay, so they're going for the comic book of he just becomes who he takes over.
Correct. So you had the prior knowledge that let you understand that.
That being said, if you're going into this expecting Eddie Brock, it's not Eddie Brock.
No, he's actually just kind of a weird guy. He's kind of a dork. He's kind of a loser.
He's not even Flash Thompson. He's just a new character entirely.
Effectively, yeah.
Yeah. He's not. You're not going to get a Peter Parker. You're just going to get this dork that
is kind of stubborn, kind of a loser,
kind of an idiot.
Kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
And yeah, the movie does acknowledge that. Yeah, he's a fucking idiot.
You're going to get a whole new character. You're going to get a whole new Venom, and it works. Honestly, I really enjoy it because if it was a movie about Eddie Brock from any incarnation, I'd fucking hate it.
Yeah, he'd kind of suck. Especially if they got Topher Grace.
I don't know who that is.
Played Venom in Spider-Man 3.
oh! See, I always think of him as fucking that
Eddie Brock
70s show.
Yeah. It's almost like he's not intimidating. Anyway, but so everything surrounding Eddie Brock and Venom is just not fun.
Yeah,
like the plot is incredible.
That being said, them reacting to everything that's surrounding them,
but that's them. That's not surrounding them. Everything surrounding them, it's a bland plot, an awful villain, a boring love
interest. But Venom commenting on it is what makes the movie so good. So it's kind of a weird paradox for me. Not a paradox. It's
like everything you have to take...
Loophole.
It's like you're going to have to suffer through the stuff that Venom's going to make up for.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's...
Venom reacting to everything, like the so-so plot, the boring, like, reveals. His reaction to everything is a weird loophole that makes it okay for me.
And we're holding back on quoting a lot of the lines because it is just so much fun.
Once we get to the spoilerific review, we will be talking about it.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. No, because even then, like, I kind of
don't want to do a spoiler review on it, honestly.
There's nothing really to spoil. It's pretty much what you would expect. Mm-hmm. There's nothing. It's not like, oh man, there's a twist where it turns out Tom Hardy is Venom's son.
Speaking of which, big change they did do.
There's one thing I think that we want to talk about in the spoiler review, but
we'll get to that. One thing I do want to talk about in the non-spoiler review is how much Venom's different. Because Venom from comics, Venom from cartoons, he is entirely based off of Spider-Man. So is Carnage, for that matter. Venom doesn't shoot webs. He's
correct.
Purely black goo and animal instinct.
And he does not have any webs in this. So
yeah,
good job.
Which works great. Like, he's a whole new character. He has a whole new set of things he can do.
Now as much as I've seen this complaint once or twice that it needs some more connection to Spider-Man. No. Wait for another movie. Honestly, I'm fine with having almost nothing to do with Spider-Man.
See, if they bring it into the MCU, I don't know if they'll be able to keep what made this movie work. It would be interesting to see him interact with people from that, though.
Yeah.
I don't know how the relationship with him and Spider-Man will work out, though.
Was this PG-13 or R?
I think they brought it down to be a hard PG-13.
Yeah, because I don't think there's any, like, real gore. There's just a lot of, like, kind of disturbing.
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll while you're doing that, I'll take my phone.
But yeah, it's just I had a lot of fun with this, man.
Yeah, it's very fun. If
any parents are somehow listening to this, I don't think anyone's listening to this, but there are heads being eaten off, but I think
they're off screen.
I think they turn the camera for each one.
It's a hard PG-13.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, It's not bad. There is someone that gets impaled, though. I should say that. There is one person that gets impaled.
Which, it's through their clothing, and there's blood, but no real gore, and they're fine in the next scene.
Honestly, if you have your child watch things like fucking Blade, or Our Show, or...
This very much feels like a movie from the early aughts.
Early aughts?
2000s. Early 2000s. Okay. Like, if this had come out in the early 2000s, it would have been hot as shit in the goddamn world.
Yeah, this seems like... This, honestly, like I said the first time I see it, I'm like, if I get another fucking Blade movie, I'd be okay.
Nah.
But honestly, I'd rather watch this over the Blade movies. This is probably my favorite, like, B superhero movie.
Yeah. No,
like, it's not going to be up there with the A Marvel material, obviously.
No,
but, like, for B-level movie, this is definitely the top for me.
There are movies, especially even in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, that I have sat there and I'm like, this is a competently made movie.
Yeah.
And I'm just...
It's the first two Thors?
But it's a chore to sit through.
The first two Thors?
Yeah, maybe. Well, no, first Thor. The second one was not even that.
Oh, really? I love Thor 3, though. That's one of my...
But
that is my top 3 movies for Marvel.
But my point being that, like, there are better made movies that I feel like are chores to sit through.
Yeah.
As opposed to this, which I can acknowledge that there's a lot of shit wrong with this. And that I would even argue that it's a bad movie, but I'm having a blast.
Yeah.
And I would definitely, if you just kind of want superhero B movie to sit through, you want Venom to be funny and have some good action scenes,
I think...
then, yeah, this is for you.
Now, question for you. Do you think it's getting bad critic scores because critics went there expecting an MCU movie, or because it just didn't match their checklist?
No, I think you're giving this movie a bit too much credit in that sense. It is badly made.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is that most critics, they see how many movies a week.
Yeah.
And they have to judge them all. Like, this isn't going to tickle any professional critics' grundle, because how could it? It does the same thing that every other bad movie. I love how you
say professional critic when we have exactly the same as they have.
Well, no, I mean, the guys do... Okay, first off, the critic scores, the things on Rotten Tomatoes, these are people that are signed with newspapers and websites.
Yeah.
Signed. Not like what we're doing, which is you have a mic in your basement.
But we have the exact same credentials as them.
Not really. They have a job that they get paid for.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And they get published.
Yeah.
Most of them have degrees.
That being said, we have the exact...
But I'm saying...
It was just two jackasses in a theater with a popcorn.
Actually, even then, they often get copies that they don't have to go to the movies for.
Okay. So we're working harder.
Yes. But no, I mean... But anyway, I definitely see the critic scores. I don't know if I disagree.
Yep.
I think it's... That's the thing. That's another thing that I think Rotten Tomatoes does, is that it's yay or nay.
Yeah.
Fresh or rotten. And I think... sometimes that kind of...
I also kind of hate the fact that Rotten Tomatoes has kind of become the thing that people focus on lately.
That's fair. I think it's
it's the most popular thing, and I kind of hate that because it's shown that it doesn't work.
I don't know. I think at least from what I've seen with Venom and how that's getting, that gives you a pretty good idea of what this movie is like.
Yeah.
Critically, this is awful.
Yeah.
If I'm looking at this under a glass lens, if this wasn't Venom, think of it that way. It's just The Beast. The Beast from space. This is an awful fucking movie. Yeah, this didn't have anything like that.
You know what? I kind of want a movie to come out that's black and white, that's full, No, that's black and white, that's full, shamelessly bad sci-fi movie from the olden days, and just embraces it. I kind of want to see a movie like that.
But why? Why not just go and watch another...
You could totally Kung Pao that shit, though.
Why not just go... You want a comedy. You want a Kung Pao comedy.
Yeah.
Okay, then say that, not just...
Okay.
But what you're saying is you just want another sci-fi B movie from the 70s.
Yeah, but made into a comedy.
Okay, but you didn't say into a comedy, firstly. Because I'm with you if that's the case.
Basically Kung Pao themed into sci-fi.
In fact, fuck it, we're talking about Kung Pao now. No.
Oh,
Jesus. I'm just trying to think of...
I am bleeding, making me the victor.
Should we keep going?
Oh, God.
Anyway, no, we cannot start talking about Kung Pao. We'll just quote that the rest of the video.
We can jump into the spoilerific review if you'd like.
Yeah, no reason not to. I mean, there's not much to spoil.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. 3, 2, 1, go.
Venom is Tom Hardy's son.
No. Speaking of it, all right.
So I don't know what you're about to say.
The villain, Riot,
is awful. Well, Riot is fine. He's just kind of bland.
You know what? It's not even Riot that I like. I like Venom's reaction to Riot.
Fuck.
Because you don't get any backstory for the end movie villain. Well, you get backstory for the guy, his host, obviously.
Elon Musk, but evil.
Who is that? I'm sorry. I should be on this.
Never mind.
But you're like, oh man, he's got shit you haven't even seen before.
Bro, I can't wait to fight that.
Dude, he just Venom just kind of big nerds out over the villain at the end.
Oh my god.
His first reason for helping Eddie, well, I'm kind of a loser where I come from.
Oh my god, that's the best.
Oh man, Riot's awesome. He's got shit you've never seen before.
And I was waiting for the end when literally Riot is telling Venom to get in the fucking rocket. I'm waiting for get in the rocket. No, I'm going to count to 3, mister. No.
Basically that, yeah. So
it's...
Whoa, is that an axe? Yeah, I told you, right?
He's got swords. No, that does speak to the action scenes. I've heard a lot of people complaining that they seem to be hard to follow. I'm fine with that.
I had no problem. Like,
I had no issue.
The trailers were super dark, and I'm like, oh my god, this isn't going to be another fucking dark-ass movie, is it? No, like, I was able to see everything. There's a bunch of stupid-ass suicidal droids. And the entire time watching, I'm like, this is really dumb.
This is dumb.
This is really dumb, but I'm fucking loving it.
Spoilers, I guess.
Oh, we already gave the spoiler alert.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we should actually talk about spoilers as opposed to just keep droning on.
Instead of just nerding out over this fucking movie.
Droning on. Do you see what I did there? Anyway, no. You need to do this.
So, yeah,
there's nothing to really spoil. The villain is pretty predictable from what you...
Oh, yeah.
It's just some corporate CEO guy being like...
There's a scene in the beginning. He's like, no, don't shush her. He's leading a tour of children.
And there's a question. There's a kid that raises her hand to ask a question, and everyone's like, "Eh."
Shh. It's like, no, don't shush her. You should never be shushed. And then he proceeds to talk about himself and not answer her question.
Give her like a pin and be like, "Oh, off you go."
Here, my associate can answer your question. No, I gotta
go. No, he doesn't even say my associate can answer your question. Just don't ask the question. Now he's super not fun. He's very much just he's bland or he's annoying. Is his two settings in this movie. He's
a villain.
Not to rag on the actor. That's not the problem. It's how he's written.
He has no motivation either.
He's just a crazy scientist with too much power. That's it. I mean, he's just I need to find more. We need to find more land for humans because humans suck and we're polluting the planet.
He's to jump really quick on the whole we got to go get your army and bring it back to Earth thing.
Yeah, well, that's also... I interpreted that as...
Riot just completely taken over.
As he is entirely supplanted by Riot.
Yeah.
As opposed to Venom and Hardy. Which I would actually argue is, if that is the case, then Venom kind of sucks at taking Brock over.
Yeah, I have to say, though, I didn't know who the fuck Riot is. I had to look it up. Apparently, in the comics, he's just one of Venom's many fucking children like Carnage.
Yeah.
I guess he was one of the... I guess there was like 4 or 5 children that were forced to be made from Venom when he was captured.
Okay.
And that's one of... Riot was one of them.
But that's the comics.
Yeah. In this, he's... I guess he would...
I think
the leader?
They offhandedly mentioned like he's the leader of this one group.
He's just kind of thrown in there.
He's just there. He's to be another symbiote that Venom can actually...
I mean, you get
that Venom might actually have a problem against because Venom has literally no problem against anything but Riot in this movie.
Yeah. You see him in action early on because he's the one symbiote that's not captured or that escapes in the beginning.
Yeah.
Which I honestly thought was going to be Venom. For the longest time, I thought that was Venom.
I did too. I thought that was the one that was supposed to get out.
I wish that he had some more lines in that.
Yeah.
But no, he's just there to like take over people one by one.
To be a dragon at the end.
Yeah.
The final fight for Venom. So
which is fine because the way, like I said, everything that's bad is kind of loopholed into Venom reacting to it.
Yeah, it works.
Oh man, he's got shit you've never seen before.
That's hilarious. It's great. Yeah, there's
the bland hunter that's sent to capture them.
I don't remember that guy's name.
I don't, but like the one scene where they meet up at Eddie's apartment, Eddie raises his hands and Venom's like, "What are you doing?"
No, put those down.
My hand.
You're making us look bad.
Put your hands down. Why would you raise your hand? Because it's a sensible thing to do. You're embarrassing us.
Again, yeah, you're absolutely right that basically everything that they can react to is fine.
Yeah.
Everything about them is great. I can't wait for...
Oh, don't worry, I got you.
Anytime Venom's not on screen, you should be asking yourself,
where is Venom?
Where's Venom? Thank you. I think we made that joke already, but it's very much true. It is very much true for this movie is that you're not going to have much fun with anything else but this.
It's just... I guess it would be he's both the angel and the devil on his shoulder.
Oh, come on.
Well, that's what he is.
Don't wank off on this.
Well, no, I don't really know any other way to describe, like, to a person who hasn't seen this, like, how to describe Venom.
He's a symbiote.
Yeah.
He's a massive black goo that lives and talks inside Eddie's head and then
up his ass.
Sure.
Up his ass. I had one of these guys right up my ass. Oh my god, he's right up your ass too.
Anyway, The only thing that is like spoiler-y is the mid-credit scene.
Which, honestly, the way this movie's doing, I don't know if they're going to make a sequel. I hope they do.
Yeah, actually, I've been seeing reviews. I haven't actually looked at the sales.
Yeah.
Which, we had a solidly packed theater. Granted, it's opening weekend.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I don't know how this movie is doing in sales.
It's going. It might be doing...
I would recommend this. I would definitely recommend to go see this.
I don't know if they're going to MCU this.
Yeah, that's one thing.
But I hope they make a sequel.
Actually, that would...
Because in the mid-credits, they introduced Carnage, which I'm not too sure about.
I'm actually very happy because I think Woody Harrelson.
I'm happy that Carnage is in it. I'm not sure about Woody Harrelson.
It's Woody Harrelson is Cletus Cassidy, Carnage's host.
If you don't know who that is, it's the tough, emotionally guy from Zombieland.
Oh, the actor Woody Harrelson. Yeah. There's sure that's a good.
He's the alpha male from Zombieland.
Yes. I thought you were about to say who Carnage is. By the way, if you know not much about Spider-Man or the symbiotes, if you've seen two main symbiotes, you've either seen one that's all black or one that's mostly red and black. Yeah. The all black one is Venom. The red and black one is Carnage. Carnage is the actual asshole.
Now, is it going to be a symbiote? How's he going to get the symbiote? Do you think he already has one?
No, because I think there would have been a thing So it's Eddie Brock.
You think it's going to be the son of Venom?
Eddie Brock, no, because they've already said Riot's not, so Carnage is not probably.
Maybe,
but so the whole point is towards the end credit sequence, in the mid credit sequence, Eddie Brock's gotten his journalism job back. Someone requested an interview with Eddie Brock. Yeah. You get in, you find out it's Cletus Cassidy, and he is literally writing "Welcome Eddie" in blood on the wall.
Can we skip the whole psycho thing?
Can we please just... And he's doing it in a decent southern drawl, so I'm not sure what Woody Harrelson would plan on doing with that, but I'm kind of with it so far. I wonder... Because Cletus Cassidy is pretty much like a white trash loser that just happens to have superpowers.
Well, yeah, mass murdering.
Yeah. So he may be going for a bit.
If I remember Venom's backstory correctly, his mother tried to kill him because he tried to kill the dog, and the father killed the mother because he tried to kill the son, and then the son killed the father.
Great. Great.
If I remember his backstory correctly, the stupid ass comic book backstory, that was his backstory.
That's a fun backstory. No, but so my main point is where I don't think he has Carnage right now is actually, well, he may. One reason I do think and one reason I don't is that as Eddie is driving up to the prison to interview him, he's talking to Venom and saying, "This is not a you thing, this is a me thing, so keep quiet."
Yeah.
Fine. And so he gets in there and to talk to Cletus, and Venom doesn't have alarm bells going off.
But would he, though?
That's another question. It's like, can a symbiote sense another symbiote? If so, he should be like, shit.
Probably just like that, by the way.
Yeah.
Shit, no, shit.
But then also, why would Cletus Cassidy say Carnage? There's going to be Carnage, unless he knows.
Well, I mean, it's just a word.
It's a word, but also I figure, I don't know. Is Cletus Cassidy saying that, or is the director saying that?
But also, you have to, you see, the thing is, the reason why I don't think he has Carnage, because if they're going with the superhero story, he has to bleed for Carnage to come out.
And he was either bleeding...
He seemed to be writing in his own blood.
Or in Carnage juice.
Yeah.
Because that's hard to distinguish. Yeah, so that's the mid-credit scene. It's a prison cell with Cletus Cassidy, who will... if he is not already, will be the host of another symbiote called Carnage.
My question is that the start of the next movie? Because they didn't show that interview end.
Yeah.
That interview could totally end with him morphing into Carnage and then the movie starting.
Yeah, right.
Because we don't know from the way he talks to his ex-girlfriend if he already did the interview or if he was going to do the interview.
Yeah. Ugh.
So I don't know. There's two end credit scenes. There's that.
And then there's a preview for Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes. Which I would stay for, totally.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
Because I want to see Into the Spider-Verse. It's the only...
No, I do too. I just didn't think I didn't want to stay for the whole credits. A scene.
Because I'm not excited for Captain Marvel. I'm not excited for the New Avengers. I'm excited for Into the Spider-Verse.
Because that's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be new. It's not just going to be another fucking Avengers movie.
That is definitely, it's definitely going to be a cartoon movie that's just going to be fun to watch.
Plus, you have all those different art styles coming together. Like, each character has their own art. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, I did.
Even Gwen Stacy looks different than the other two Spider-Men.
She looks a lot smoother.
Yeah, she has a different art style about her.
Yep.
The pig has a different... Spider-Pig has a different art style about him. Who's the fucking Japanese girl? With the robot?
Penny Parker. And
Penny Parker?
And she literally has a spider mecha.
Is that her thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Is that Japanese, like, exclusive, sort of?
I don't know. I don't think so. No.
Okay.
But I hadn't heard of it either before this time. I have heard of Noir, though.
Spider-Man Noir. Nicolas Cage. Nice.
You may not have noticed that he doesn't have, I think he may have one line.
He has one line.
In what we saw. But yeah, he's apparently...
I love the idea of a Nick Cage Spider-Man.
It's awesome. It's awesome, man.
I'm surprised he was invited back to anything Marvel, but I'm glad.
Nah, it's fine, man. What are you talking about? Ghost Rider was awesome.
Ghost Rider 2 was terrible. Let's be honest with ourselves. I fucking hate Ghost Rider 2.
What?
The only thing good about Ghost Rider 2 is his priest friend. That is the only thing good about it.
What are you talking? He pisses fire. We're not talking about Ghost Rider 2. We don't talk about Ghost Rider 2. Anyway. We don't talk about Ghost Rider 1.
Okay, no, I can't defend it. There's nothing good about it.
There's nothing. But anyway, no. Into the Spider-Verse, however.
Yes.
That's going to be fun. It's going to be stupid. It's going to be fun.
I can't wait, man. Do you know when it's coming out?
December.
Because it's the only movie I'm excited about right now.
I've only known December. That's it. It's going to be a bet.
Yeah. All right. So, do you want to move on to oddities?
Sure. If we want
I don't think there's anything else we can say about Venom. Oh, Beards out of 5.
Oh, yeah. You talked about giving it 4.5.
I'm giving it a 4.5.
For my recommendation of whether or not you should go see it and how much fun it is, I'm more or less the same. 4.
If you go in expecting a bad movie that's so bad it's good, if you go in expecting a comedy with action points, you're going to get a 4 out of 5 movie.
But I also want to give it a 2 out of 5 for basically everything that's not Venom or...
Oh yeah, the intro sucks.
Intro goes on too long.
That's why I'm giving it like 4 out of 5 at least.
If Venom and Brock are on the screen, it's 4.5.
Yeah.
If they're not, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go in and know what you're expecting. That's what it is. If you're going to expecting a cult classic comedy with like awesome action segments, turn your brain off and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Don't go in expecting like a fucking masterpiece because you're not going to get it.
Yeah. That's enough. I would say definitely go see it.
Yeah.
Because it's fun, but yeah, it's not a great movie.
It's not going to be Captain America and Winter Soldier that makes you question how like the world works. No, it's fucking Venom. Enjoy it.
Well, I mean,
no, it's not.
What if I had a buddy living up my asshole? That's the question
What
of this
if
movie.
I was a colon crusader?
Anyway.
Oh, do you like that? I just came up with that shit on the fly.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. That's why it's awful. Anyway.
All right.
So the only thing I guess we want to talk about in terms of games, because, Beards on Gaming.
Yeah.
Is...
well, the Beards on Nerding doesn't really sound very good.
Writing this down. But no, we both touched a good amount of Assassin's Creed oddities. Odyssey, for those who...
God damn it. We're never going to say the name.
Odyssey.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey says. I'm really enjoying it so far.
Yeah, it seems like it tightened up a lot of the stuff that I had wrong with Origins.
I didn't play Origins. You did.
Yes, I did a bit. I did not complete Origins.
Yeah. I'm going to complete Odyssey.
I'm actually very happy with both Origins and this, and how they've seriously changed up the combat.
I thought I was going to hate the armor system.
It's fine.
It's fine. I actually love the idea.
I don't want to say if I love anything about it. It seems like a pretty solid armor system. There's really nothing.
I love changing the look of my character.
Do you like changing the look of your character and then also optionally having armor? Either, let me put it this way: you can equip a cosmetic to change your clothing, and then armor.
Oh no, I don't care. I'm talking about actually seeing my character get better armor as I go along.
Oh, okay.
I don't like. I don't like wearing the fucking white hood throughout the entire goddamn game.
Okay, I see what you mean.
But yeah.
But I mean, Assassin's Creed's done that for a while.
I like the fact that it's no longer the same system they had since the very first fucking Assassin's Creed that they just add on to.
Wait, you mean? Oh, wait, you mean you don't like just every single encounter parry, instant kill.
By Black Flag, as much as I love that game, combat.
Black Flag is great for the ship combat and exploration.
But as soon as you get back to Assassin's Creed controls, it is a fucking cluttered mess.
Yeah, not great.
I could hit I don't know if it what was open boxes, circle. But anyways, I'd hit the button to open a chest, and I don't know if I'm going to open the chest. I don't know if I'm going to climb on top of the chest, or if I'm going to climb the wall next to the chest. It was so... You could tell it was just one game's controls that they just kept adding on to without ever refining it.
That's fair.
This one's a whole new system. And so...
for the platforming, I don't want to say if it's a full new system. It seems tightened up, but not very... I'm
coming off of playing Black Flag. You're coming off of playing Origins. So
there's a lot of... With this, and even more so with this than Origins, there's a lot of de-emphasized climbing puzzles. There's no reason that you need to find a path anymore.
You just climb it. Which is great. I love that.
I'm fine with that.
I was climbing on top of Zeus's penis and getting extra dialogue. I couldn't believe it.
It's incredible. It's so small.
I took a screenshot.
Of course you did.
I don't think I should be climbing this.
God, what was I gonna say? But, yeah, it's I had gotten a little tired of the arbitrary find this
holding R2 and X to go everywhere.
Well, yes, but the main thing of as I'm climbing, I have to find the one little brick that they want me to hit and push towards. You pushed out. Now he's gonna jump off the wall.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad that now that's not really part of the challenge. It's there, but they also seem to not be fooling you with, oh man, it's going to be super hard to climb up this.
Now you chose Alexia and I chose Cassandra.
Alexios.
Alexios?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had no stake. There is no difference between the two besides their gender. There is absolutely nothing.
I'm liking my character so far.
She's fine. And so is Alexios because he has the exact same dialogue. He's just a dude. Instead, that's it.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's it. I literally flipped a coin. I was like, okay, sure. I knew, because I looked this up. Everyone's like, Alexios or Cassandra, how is their story going to change? Is there going to be It doesn't. Voice actors and character models. Mm-hmm. In fact, I wouldn't have been surprised if it's like Alexios and Alexius. And then there's certain characters whose lines are not changed. They just say your name quick enough, so you're like...
Yeah.
Did they say me?
I would look up footage of both characters.
Yeah.
Hear them both speak and just decide.
Look at their character model, hear their voice, decide which you like best. That's the only difference between the two.
Unless you absolutely hard press has to be one gender. I would look up their voice acting and listen to which one annoys you more.
Because they both have their moments.
Yeah.
It's weird because I'm listening to lines that I like better hearing Alexios, and there's lines I like hearing Cassandra say better. It's weird because some of them just, I don't know, it's a weird sort of inflection thing.
Just look up online some footage of it, some cutscenes, and see which one you like to hear better.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, besides that, I'm actually kind of enjoying the combat.
The bow's pretty neat. I like the bow.
Yeah, well, the bow hasn't changed much since Origins.
I didn't think I'd like the horse combat, but I'm actually like the goat killing master now.
You killed 3 goats in one sword.
I know! It was great!
It was kind of funny.
It was glorious!
Yeah, gonna hang these goats on my fucking home wall.
As soon as I found out I could swipe swords while riding a horse, I went on a goat killing massacre.
You're gonna be halfway through the game with hundreds of people under your belt. You've killed kings.
Yes.
Of islands, and you still have these 3 goats on the wall being like, my proudest moment.
Oh, God.
So it's, if you had a lot of complaints about Origins... Okay, actually, let me put it this way. If you had complaints about Origins entirely changing up the Assassin's Creed system, then this game is still not for you, because it's a lot more similar to Origins than anything.
Yeah, but they have so many games that they have that in.
But hold up.
Yeah.
Is that if you complained about Origin system because you felt it was a bit too loose, or there was just something off about it, didn't feel right, then this game is for you because it's that, but it's better and tighter.
I got one better.
Go.
If you want a game that's
Talk
not...
to me now. Come on. Let's do it.
If you want a game that's not like a set... Alright, if you're tired of Assassin's Creed, if you just want a game where you're a Greek person going around doing awesome Greek things and getting in awesome, like, gladiator-style battles, this is the game for you.
You're saying, like, Greek person doing Greek things in Greek battles, and I'm just imagining some guy with a spear and a Spartan helmet shoving falafel into his mouth.
But you know what I mean, like, if you want, like, the Spartan experience, this seems like it's what this game offers.
Yeah. It's, as of right now...
Because you are a Spartan.
This is going to be the dumbest thing I've said in a while. As of right now, this is the second best game with a Greek main character I've played this year.
Oh, what's the first?
God of War.
Okay, fair enough. But that's not even Greek anymore. That's fucking Norse.
But he's still Greek.
Kind of.
He's got the big bushy... It's not a Norse beard, that's a Greek beard.
He's got his fucking Thor weapon now. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Let's be honest with ourselves. You say that a lot, I'm noticing. With ourselves. Be honest with yourself first.
Okay.
I don't have to be honest.
I'll be honest with yourself. Kratos really isn't that Greek. He's just a mad fucking person that goes on a mass murder rampage.
Yeah, Greek.
He's not going to praise the gods. He's going to murder the gods.
Yeah, Greek. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but there's a moment in God of War where he's talking to the head. Have you gotten there or no?
I haven't, but I've seen cutscenes.
Okay. Mimir.
Yeah.
And he's talking, it's like, for the record, I'd already guessed that you were Greek. In reaction to something that had happened, like, that reveals Kratos' backstory. And I've heard so many people, like, make fun of. It's like, Mimir's watching Kratos fight, and he's shoving gyros into his mouth, and he goes like, how did you know?
Oh, look, a hero.
Hero. His real name is Kratos Papadopoulos. Anyway, back to Odyssey. I'm actually... How do I say this? I am not nearly as versed in Greek history as I thought I was, according to this game. But I'm kind of putting myself more in the minds of that I was in Origins, which is, don't pretend you know anything. don't pretend it's that. Oh, it's that guy.
Oh shit!
Ooh, it's
feather.
Ooh, it's this. No, it's
now he's really dead.
Let the game talk to you.
Yeah.
No.
I fully expect people to be praising Zeus's cock.
I'm sure.
Absolutely, because that's what you're going to be getting.
I don't know. So yeah, it's great so far. Seems very tightened up. The story seems like it actually has promise.
We don't know if the gods are actually going to play a part in this. Do you want the gods to play a part in this?
I do. I want this to be stupid and mystical.
Do you know if it is stupid mystical?
I don't know.
Okay.
I remember, let me put it this way. I remember in Origins there was a lot of, like, not in the game, but there was, like, challenge missions and other bonus material, non-canon material that was about fighting the gods as challenges.
You also wrote a fucking chocobo.
Yes. So, not canon. So I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of stuff. There's going to be side material and bonus content that's going to be incredibly mystical.
Oh, yeah.
And do a lot of Greek mythology.
One thing I don't want that I saw Origins did is I don't want, after I kill a dude, him to reset his entire life history.
It's going to happen.
I don't want it.
You know it is.
I want to kill a guy and have the guy be dead.
I was just planning on doing, and so I'm not sure if Odyssey does this, but Origins did it, in which they gave you actually like the target tier.
Okay,
that's not similar to the mercenaries thing that they do here. But it's not just the guys that are hunting you. It's you have to kill these people as part of this organization.
Yeah.
Here's your targets. Okay.
Shadow Mordor.
No, not even that.
Okay.
It's because the mercenaries thing is very similar to that, but this was just targets.
Okay.
And there's no way that they could change. Like, once he was dead, there was no one who was replacing him. He's
all
just
right,
dead.
all right. It's a hit list.
It's a character list.
Yeah.
Character hit list. And when I was just exploring one of the temples in the starting town, I'm like, okay, I want to get the treasure chest, I want to explore this, da-ba-da. Oh, I'm caught. Okay, let's fight off some guards, get some practice with combat. Oh, okay, that guy I headshotted was one of the guys.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I guess we're doing this now. Okay.
Oh, and you went through the entire monologue of his history?
But actually, I liked those because they weren't the Animus. Did you see what what they actually looked like?
It was just like a black void, wasn't it?
It was a black void, and it was awesome. It was great. And there was actually, like, action between the two. Like, because in the first several Assassin's Creed, what they do is they just lay there and they seem to have all the blood in the world to keep reciting their life.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like the small detail they did in Syndicate, which was the British one.
Okay.
In which they're on the ground, you're talking to them, but as they are just talking, there's like the camera has like this different angle on them where they're actually like walking around, where it's clear that it's an illusion of them and they're still dying.
Yeah.
But it actually gave them a bit more chance to be a bit more animated.
I just hate it in its entirety.
Okay, there's no way to justify this to you.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I'd rather have moments with the character when they're alive and have the death be final.
I'm not married to this concept either. I'm just saying it's definitely going to happen, and I like the detail of how they did it in Origins.
Okay.
And I wouldn't hate it in this. I'm fine. I know it's going to be there.
Just have them reciting lines under Zeus'
Here's the thing.
Stonecock.
Here's the thing. Yes.
Yes. I must tribute to the gods.
Woo! But it's more like I know it's going to be in there, so I hope they do something kind of at least slightly interesting with it. That's it. I'm looking forward to playing more.
Yeah, me too.
I'm very happy with what we're doing with this. Maybe we'll do like a proper review after we play more of it.
Maybe. We were very bad with that with Octopath.
Yeah, well...
We were very, very bad. We promised that. We never got to it.
Nah.
It's going to be hard because there's so many games coming out.
Yeah, there's a shit ton. There's only more because, hey, Red Dead Redemption at the end of this month.
Yeah, I might have you focus on that and me just focus on Odysseys.
Don't make promises for me. I've got other shit on my list, dude.
Oh, speaking of which, you know what I've been doing this week?
What?
A lot of WWE.
You can talk about that.
Yeah.
You had me touch that, and I can acknowledge that it feels and looks like a great wrestling game. I'm sorry, it's just not my thing.
This is the first time I've had like a lot of fun with it. Actually, this is the first time ever I've had fun with the tag team matches.
Okay.
they actually worked this time. Actually, I'm really enjoying everything that's not one of the main single player story missions.
Okay.
I love my career mode story so far, but it's just there's one where you have to fight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people back to back, and they don't heal you in between battles, and they just expect you to fucking deal with it.
Lovely.
Yeah, and it's just and it's showcase mode with Daniel Bryan, which sounds like a great idea. However, you constantly have to do these fucking objectives, and the opponent just has to beat you. And I know people are just going to say, get good, scrub. I beat it, so obviously I'm good enough to beat it.
I just wasn't having fun.
I wasn't having fun. It's not fun.
That's the argument you could use against get good. Yeah, I got good. It wasn't fun to get good.
It would be more fun just to play the fucking matches. Like and have shit happen in the middle that I have to overcome. Great. Don't tell me to throw a person through a table outside the ring when the table mechanics barely fucking work.
What's a table?
Oh, it's like a...
I mean, like, it's in the ring, it's like, throw them through a table.
And a bigger version of this.
And you happen to be in a universe where tables never existed, so you have to create the first table and then smash them with it.
No,
get good.
It was just very annoying for me. That being said, I really do enjoy most of the game. It's just the 2 single-player modes that can go jump off in a fucking lake.
Okay.
What have you been doing?
So, I'm going to be playing a bit more Odyssey. This was very much a first impression, so I've only played 2 hours. We played maybe like 3 this morning.
Yeah, we played about 3, 4.
Yeah. Rather, you played and I watched. I've been playing a bit more of FF14. No updates on that front. Nothing really new has happened. Been trying to get 3 separate RPGs to fucking work. Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm gonna shelf Pillars of Eternity to Deadfire until the final DLC comes out. I'm gonna do my proper. Doing 3 DLCs.
For what again?
Pillars of Eternity 2.
I've never touched that.
Yeah, no, I don't expect you to.
Okay.
That's fine.
Fair enough.
No, they're doing 3 DLCs. 2 came out. 1 came out recently, Seeker Slayer Survivor, which actually is probably going to be my least favorite of them because I believe it's just supposed to be challenge missions, which, whatever.
Okay.
Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. I'm continuing on that. I think I mentioned that last time we were here.
Okay.
There's nothing more to say about it except that I've modded it to hell. Another one that came out was a Pathfinder Kingmaker, which
is that a board game?
Pathfinder is
is that like tabletop? I mean,
Pathfinder is a tabletop RPG that is, from what people have described to me, it is second really only to D&D in terms of
it is D&D just with different rules. That's the way I've had it explained to me.
So it's its own game, pretty much. It's different rules and it's like cards, I believe. That's not what I'm talking about.
It's D&D. It's just different. The ways things are handled are different.
So it's a different game.
Sure.
Anyway, because saying all tabletop RPGs are like D&D, it's like, yeah, no.
Okay.
But anyway, because D&D has its stuff. Anyway, no, I'm not going to get into this.
Thank you.
Kingmaker is kind of a send up to CRPGs of old, so like Baldur's Gate and Neverwinter Nights, all those. So that's perfectly fine by me. It's a bit weird. It has a lot of Pathfinder rules about it that are kind of obtuse if you've never played Pathfinder. Like, what counts as a bonus action? What am I doing right now? Can I click on the guy in my attack? Yes, no, okay. Is it better to do this at the same? It's very. What counts as a light attack? What counts as this kind of weapon?
Okay.
What am I supposed to be doing right now as this class? It's very. I don't want to sound like I'm. Granted, part of this is because it's been a while since I've gotten into a proper CRPG, which, by the by, something like Pillars is not. Pillars is kind of its own thing. So is Divinity. So having these walls of text thrown at me about these abilities I'm using is a little daunting at these one times.
That's most of the reason why I can't really get into D&D that much.
That's fine. Well, see, that's the thing, though.
See, if it was just handed to me and said, this does this, I'd probably have a better time.
If this was on a tabletop and I could, A, negotiate things with the DM, and B, have this explained to me by someone who can parse the walls of text, I'd be way more into this.
Okay.
Not to say that I'm not enjoying Kingmaker, I am, but more just to see where it goes, rather than any sort of, this is incredible. So yeah, it's also like a thing, like, one of the very first quests you can do involves going into a cave, killing some spiders, and getting some herbs. Classic quest. Except that a couple of them are giant spiders, and they just die because you hit them with a sword. Like they should.
Okay.
A lot of them are spider swarms. Try hitting that with a sword.
Yeah.
You have to use some version of fire. So if you're like me, and you just decide to roll a fighter, because fighter's the simplest goddamn thing in the world to play as, everyone in my party just use physical weapons. 3 people have swords, 1 person has a bow. How the fuck are we hitting the spiders?
Throw a torch.
The answer is you're not.
Okay.
The answer is they have to be hit with fire or acid. And they will kill your party eventually if you just keep trying to hit them with swords. The game doesn't explain this to you.
Neat.
So, and I think there was a recent patch that the guy who gives you the quest has an extra dialogue box that says, oh, by the by, don't try to hit him with your swords. Use fire.
Your swords.
Your swords.
My swords.
And also, he gives you a couple extra bombs.
Okay.
To just use on them. Just fire bombs that you just throw at them.
Cool.
So, they fixed that quest, but that's the first instance of kind of obtuse rules. It's not just enemies are weak to things and that helps you.
You need it.
They are immune to certain things, so you need this. And it has trouble explaining that.
Okay.
Besides that, so I've been playing those. I don't think there's much else. I've just been mainly putting between those two, because I am going to shelf Deadfire and then focus a bit more of my attention on Odyssey.
All right, so to wrap things up, Venom, watch it.
Watch it.
Just watch it.
It's fun. Watch it.
Assassin's Creed Oddities, if you want like a Greek gladiator experience, then yeah, go for it. It's great.
Yep.
So far.
It's very tight.
WWE, if you want a cool fighting game to play with friends, get it. If you don't have friends to play with, don't.
Okay.
And
RPGs. I mean, Kingmaker's okay, but read some reviews and understand that it's a little obtuse.
Yes. All right, thank you for joining us.
All right.
I hope you guys have a good 2 weeks. Yeah, I guess 2 weeks.
Yeah. We'll figure out something else to talk by then. I'm sure another game company will close down.
God. Oh, shit. I almost forgot. Skybound is taking Walking Dead.
Hmm.
So, people that are waiting on Walking Dead, you might actually get Walking Dead.
And now I can continue to not care about Walking Dead, but at least have the closure of it properly ending.
I'll probably watch someone play it online.
I probably end up doing so too.
Alright, peace, guys.
Goodbye. Yeah, that's our last bit. Dave's moaning. Oh!